Testing, testing. Hi, hi, hi. Thanks for watching my stream. So today I'm going to talk about why do I start the WebbyCMS. So I've been in this programming industry since 2008, and back then I'm only using ASP to build my content system to support my clients. And up 2 years later, I met my co-founder, Webby's page co-founder, Rick Ng. So then we decided to move from ASP to PHP uh, platforms to build the Webby CMS. So, hi, testing, testing. Hi, hi, hi. Thanks for watching my stream. So today I'm going to talk about why do I start the Webby CMS. So I've been in this programming industry since 2008, and back then I'm only using ASP to build my content system to support my clients. And up 2 years later, I met my co-founder, Webby's page co-founder, Rick Ng. So then we decided to move from ASP to PHP uh, platforms to build the Webby CMS. So actually, the existence of the Webby CMS is happening in a very huge misunderstanding about why the website framework is even existed, right? Because I didn't have a lot of time to do the research, and I don't really understand the history of web development back then. I only study my web publishing in my diploma. Then I noticed that I interested in such ways to building some contents on the internet. So that's why I started. So what are the misunderstanding that I'm talking about here is about the community behind it, right? So because when back then uh, I only purely think that most of the web platform out there, like such as WordPress, Wix, but back then doesn't have Wix. I mean, similar platforms is is a profit-making company, right? That's what I thought. So eventually, I also started my journey to build such system. I hope that one day I can be something that's similar to WordPress, like but it built in Malaysia. That is my intention to build WebbyCMS at the back the time since then. So I didn't know most of the platform in the market is built by communities, right? There's someone leading the communities, and they're asking so many different programmers to join on board to build modules, to build add-ons, to build plugins. So it's so much fun, and I missed all that, you know. So eventually, in the year of 2016, I met my secondary schoolmates. Uh, so because he also is a very techy person, he also like programming so much. So we joined together and ventured to start a startup called GIG88, where it is a platform for performance artists uh, like guitarists, violinists. They can upload their videos, update their profile on our platforms. Then we joined some startup communities in Malaysia. So that is the time I realized most of the platform in the market is actually built by communities and updated by communities. Actually, hardly from the founders himself. The founders is only is a visionary person. All right, so So I only found that then, but I also have fun in building the startup, and I joined the startup community that back then, and I enjoy it as well. So I only find out, that is the importance of why there's community in behind, right? So so this is the misunderstanding that I'm talking about. So, but why I'm still surviving in Malaysia is actually the key reason is the next point I'm going to touch about is customer perspective, right? So because our client in Malaysia, they are not, most of the client in the market, they are not tech savvy. They don't know what happened in the web. They only know that, oh, the market is going to be hit by these internet things, right? So they just want to catch up the era about the transformation from the traditional business into online business. So the client, they meet us, they only ask us to do four things, like the home page, the about us, their products, and one page is called contact us. So most of the client only, basically they will ask these four things, right? So back then, I like I said, I don't know there's a community to help build websites. So I just go out and find some freelancer designer, web graphic designer, because in Malaysia there hardly you can find some web designer in Malaysia back then. So most of the designer in the market is graphic designer. They do advertisement design, they do poster design, all kinds of offline design. So I met this designer. I asked them whether they can do web design or not. Actually, it's very simple. They only have to do four pages: home page, about page, product page, and one more is the contact page. So then we started to provide these services to my most of my client. They what they need is the home, the four basic pages, and then I thought like, okay, with using the WebbyCMS, my client able to update their website. So they will go to the admin panel, they just log in, and they will only see four things: home, about, products, and contact us, and nothing else. There won't be any plugin tabs for them. There won't be any module, or there won't be any settings for them to adjust. Only that four things, right? So basically, is it's just simple as that. So the key reason is we we exist as a programmer in the market. It's just to meet customer and client needs in some sort of way, but we need to improve ourselves, right? So, and I found that even though back in 2008 I'm using the ASP to build my content management system, I found that actually no matter I build it on ASP or PHP, or even now using the JavaScript to build, basically the knowledge level and the concept is the same. So this is what I'm talking about. The foundation of knowing what you are building is the key to your improvements, right? If let's say in the next 5 years there's new programming language raising up, right? So what you going to do basically is the same thing as well. So it's going to be a backend portal, is a admin portal for the client to log in, for the user to check. There's a user levels, all sort of things. Basically, that is the similar things that is going to happen. It's nothing new. The only thing that is new about it is how the user is going to use the the system. So is it really matters on what programming language that we are using? So well, I don't know. Maybe you have the answers. So just make sure uh, we you come back to my channel, and you can put your comments about what are your thoughts, and yeah, we can share our thoughts together, right? So see you in next episode. next episode.